That's right, folks. Hopefully you like that Harvest Moon, and welcome back to Blackthorne. So yeah, last time we got up to this point, we got a better weapon, and Blackthorne is making his way out of the mines. Now originally when I first encountered this game, I kind of thought that the mines may not have been the best starting point, but now I kind of have more appreciation for them. I think, depending if you give this game a shot, if you're completely new to it, you'll probably like the second world a little bit better. It's more engaging, but still there's only 4 worlds in this game. That's what I really wish that they would have done, like a deluxe for like the Super Nintendo, include the mountain stages, because this game is so short and sweet. That's the thing. You like it, and by the time you start to like it, it's over. And Kyle Blackthorne is just never to be seen again. So it's just kind of. So yeah, so I am gonna get a game over at some point in this. So if you're wondering if we're gonna get to like the next world, this is level 4 of World 1. So World 2 is just waiting after this, but there's some trip-ups. I mean, they tried some tricks in this that didn't quite piss me off, but it got close. So I tried talking to that chained prisoner. So here's the thing. I mean, if you're trying to talk to like every Androthy or something like that, you gotta understand that if it directly involves you getting hurt in order to talk to them, they probably won't allow you to talk to them. There's some of them that you may be able to get to them just in time, but for the most part, if you're going to have to take damage to talk to them, they'll probably just lock you out of doing it. So it's not like you're going to miss like a potion or anything like that, or a weapons power up. So I mean, that's the thing. I mean, I was prepared. I mean, even though if I would have had to start the world over, I was still prepared to talk to those guys, even if they just would have said something cheap like, you know, or some shit like that. You know, some of those posts are, you know, one of those. If only I had a levitator. I do like when they say "curse this terrible life." It's funny. I like when they say "curse Sarlacc." I like the dude that slipped something in the goblin's rations. That was a funny dude. They don't really do that any other time. I wish they'd do that more. But I get the feeling this game would have been rated T if the rating system would have been around. It might have almost been rated M. There's no foul language. There's no blood either, as I told you in the past. But we must trudge forward. Must continue. Get the key, open the door, shoot the goblin, standard stuff, you know. But yeah, so that definitely makes it so much easier just being able to shoot them twice. But I was watching, so I had thrown on a Nintendo Capri Sun project, and I was watching like some of his Mario 64, and he basically did like a fail montage, and he was pretty good at doing that back in the day, where he would just mess around, and it's actually like, hey, you know, he wouldn't progress in the game, but he didn't really give a shit either. In some cases, those instances were funny, so I'm thinking about doing that with this game. If I do get game over, I may not show up to the point where I died, but if Kyle Blackthorne dies, they'll show like the 10 or 15 seconds that he dies, is to kind of make it more interesting. It is tricky to do that with Super Nintendo games, just because you have to, with the password function, you have to do the whole stage over, so it kind of inclines for you to not die, you know. It's like the main thing there. Trying to shoot these spider things, it doesn't work. Yeah, now I'm fucked. I don't know what to do. But yeah, so hence the game over. You get to see the game over screen, which is actually rather slick. There's not a lot of artwork for this game. It is very consolidated. I would would have liked to have seen what the Androthi look like and shit, but they just didn't do it. Can't defeat those dudes with the gun. I don't even know if you're... Yeah, you are supposed to beat this guy. So that's how you get the key, but I don't figure that out quite yet. So just get prepared for my death. I don't have any potions. That's what I'm retreating for, is because I'm trying to find some sort of potion and shit, something to help me. But you're supposed to just get them from earlier segments. If I had done stage 3, I probably would have had a potion or something, but to no avail. My apologies, Blackthorne. That was stupid, wasn't it? It's touching the force field and you die. So. Now we gotta do it all over again. Yeah, I've got big plans this year for Acid Roots. Just trying to kind of configure what to do. Just the fact that this gaming channel has been around since 2014. It's actually older than Acidic Roots and such. So that's the thing. I mean, Acidic Roots came out in November of 2014. Even though I wanted to make that channel as probably as far back as September of 2014, but that was back when I was watching Jealous Guy videos, so I needed more fine-tuning. So, but who knows? That's the thing, if I had started that sooner, I bet year 1 would have started like in May or June of 2015, something like that. I mean, I like my July 1st start date, but I always wonder some of the videos I would have done otherwise if it happened sooner. It's kind of the thing. I mean, when you do something and you start like in September or October or something, yeah, I always wish that if I started like the tail end of the year and there's only like 20 or 40 days left in the year, it just makes me wonder what I was doing that much sooner. Like, why didn't I do this in July? Why didn't I do this in August? Why didn't I do this in June? Because I don't know, it's just kind of a quirky way I am about the years. This is weird when you see something come out and it comes out like December 28th or something, or December 15th. It's like hell. It's one of my obsessive compulsive things, I guess you could say. I mean, obviously if a video game comes out at that point, but there's nothing you can do about it. So yeah, in some cases, I'm thinking you do actually have to shoot the Androthi yourself, just because they won't get out of your way. I mean, I could have been stuck there for at least like half a minute or 50 seconds or something, but they do that in RPGs too. I mean, surely you've encountered that at one point or another. I mean, that's I like Mystic Quests is because you could actually jump over the NPCs. So there's really not too many RPGs where you can jump over characters, you know. But yeah, so I tried to get by without destroying that goblin, but you basically have to. So you got to take out that whip dude down there. You need a bomb. So you have to deal with the spiders, then you gotta deal with him, and although you're gonna be seeing more of those spiders, I'll tell you that much. I do think you can actually destroy them with bombs later. They'll probably give you more bombs. So. I'm trying to come up with some jokes. I can't really think of any offhand right now. There's nothing really funny happening. I mean, those goblins, they always laugh at you when they hit you, and then that allows for you to shoot them, but you do have to take damage. So, I'm taking unnecessary damage right now. Kind of one of those things. I watched some Matthew McConaughey movie where Kevin Hart was the villain, and I don't remember what it was. He was like a drug dealer rapper, and he's sitting there falling out of a plane, and he's still trying to shoot Matthew McConaughey and shit. That's kind of the situation. You know, I mean, that's kind of the tastefulness. You get kicked out of a plane, and you're still trying to shoot them to make sure that they die too. The thing about it was Kevin Hart actually did, like, damage the plane, so the plane actually did go down and shit, so what he did worked, but doesn't kind of have that last part. I mean, most people, when they get kicked out of a plane, they're just usually screaming or, you know, doing some shit like that, but he was like, nope. You did not, you know, Kevin Hart probably would have said some shit like, you did not just kick me out of a plane and think you're gonna live after that. So, but none of those assholes. But actually, there's not enemies like that that are kind of like that. I mean, if you kill them, you kill them, but sometimes there's some shit that'll piss you off. I was trying to skip ahead to kind of evaluate this, but it's really, you have to do it this way. I mean, when you die, you do have to do everything you did before. So, but still, I think for the 90s, this was still, I mean, it could have made you have to do the whole world over, so. A little bit tired. Woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning today. I've been waking up a little bit earlier. I used to wake up at like 6 o'clock p.m. That was my, I mean, I would wake up at like 5 o'clock p.m. or something like that, watch the evening news, and then I just would have the night to myself, and haven't been able to do that. You know, I've been, with the real life stuff I've been dealing with, I had to wake up at a different time, but I simply prefer to wake up in the evenings more so than the mornings, even though my family prefers for me to wake up in the mornings, but it's kinda, so, you know, if you know me prior to 2018, you know I really used to drink Red Bulls and things like that, but as far as that actually went, the unfortunate tax of drinking those is just the fact that I have difficulties getting to sleep. And I don't want to be like Eminem to the point where I fuck around and get addicted to sleeping pills and shit. So, I'm just kind of, as a thing, it's just, I want to, I mean, I truly, my ideal time for waking up would be 9 o'clock at night. I mean, just being up at 9 and being awake until like 8 o'clock in the morning and then going back to sleep. That's just the ideal thought to do, but, you know, I'm just not allowed to spend time, I can't spend time with my family when I do that, so. Can't go to Taco Bell. I mean, I don't have a car, so, I mean, can't go to Taco Bell, can't go to, you know, Steak and Shake or Wendy's or something, so. But yeah, so. Very much a creature of the night. We're back to Blackthorne. If you're paying attention, we're basically at the home stretch of World 1. There's just a little bit more. It's only going to take like 3 minutes after this episode, but it's some essentials, this shit like that. I'm still running out of jokes. There's not much I can do, but I'm going to try to come up with some for next time, just because these goblins are stupid and, you know, we've got funny stuff to say about them. So, alright, so that should wrap up part 4. Subscribe for more fun. Thanks for watching, and have a good night, folks.